Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mod 6 to the Sky. In this episode we start mining for oil and we start processing it into all of its different components. Diesel, gasoline, LPG, and there's another one. I can't remember. So we need that for making the ATM Star, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be starting immersive engineering and pneumatic craft because we need to start mining oil and start refining it so we can actually get to work on making this philosopher's fuel from blood magic for the ATM Star. So we need to make sulfuric acid, which we already got. We need to make, we have the mote of fire. We need to make LPG, a bucket of napalm, a block of coca-cola from thermal series, and potassium nitrate, which actually comes from making this inside of a... actually, how do I get this? Potassium dust. Oh, okay, smelting vegetables inside a jumbo furnace. We'll get to do that on a different episode, but today we're going to start working on those different buckets of fuel. So, to get started, we're going to have to first find oil. To get oil, we're going to have to drill it from the ground. And the only way to find out where it is by making a core sample drill and testing every chunk. Just to see if we can actually get one. Or a sample of oil. So I need my immersive engineering hammer. And what was it? Iron? Yeah, so I've 3 million iron now. I have been leaving this run a lot longer. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted. I wanted... Okay. Or maybe it stacks up when it changes texture as it stacks up. Okay, so steel fence. We have plenty of steel, so I don't have to worry about that. So we can make steel scaffolding. Now we can make steel fence. And we can make these engineering blocks right here. Only 24? Damn. Okay, I thought I could make way more than that. Damn. Iron sheets. Okay, so I need more iron plates. So give me another hammer. Just make a bit more. Yeah, they turn into this texture when they completely stack up. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So I'll make a stack of that then as well. So, light engineering blocks. I'm going to make a couple of these actually because I know I'm going to need a few more later if we get into other complex multi-blocks. Now we can make the core drill. And we just get ourselves a point now. So a point. Here we are. And we want to start by testing out a chunk. So if we enable chunk borders, we'll be able to see, well, of course, the chunk borders. So we want to pick a location that we want to set this up in. And it would be ideal to do it somewhere where there's not much stuff in the way. So we have to pick a location. Like this is mostly in a chunk now. So just do this. Right click it, and this will send this little bar going down into the earth, technically, and then it will come back up and tell us what is in the area. So we have no fluids and no minerals, so there's absolutely nothing in this chunk. So we can move on to another chunk. For instance, we'll do this one right here and do the same thing. You just keep testing chunks over and over again until you find one that has a reservoir of crude oil. You could also find one that has resources, and you could use a excavator to mine up resources then as well, like iron, nickel, gold, and all that. Which might not be a bad thing. Can I use an excavator to find diamonds? Because we're actually so close to being able to make the next tier centrifuges. I'm going to try out here because it's an ocean. There might be a higher chance of getting it out here. Like if we have a look here, we have 4.8 million gold. We have 2 million emeralds, and I can get more overnight by just killing villagers. The only thing holding us back is the amount of diamonds. Because of our farm now, we're after going up to 1.1 million. And if we were to get over 2 million, we'll be able to, like, well, of course, make these extra centrifuges. And then when we make the ATM Star, we can, of course, then make the creative centrifuge, which would be amazing. So there's no oil here either, so we have to move on to another location. It's pretty much just going to be running around until you find the location that has oil. Like, I'm going to try right here. And you just have to build a pump jack, which is going to be shown how to make by making one of these. But we need treated wood. The proper treated wood, and you need creosote oil, which requires a coke oven. Wait, you can just trade a villager for it? Any other ways to make it? Creosote oil. We might as well just get a villager. How do you make this villager? Wait, which villager were you? You were an immersive engineering villager. Okay, I'll have to go through that and see which one that gives me. There is nothing in this area either. There could be a thing where my currently loaded chunks don't have any mineral in it, so I might need to go to load new chunks. We might even try a different dimension. We might even go to the nether, because I know the nether has stuff like that as well. So we'll just have to keep trying out until we find a location that has any amount of crude oil. We don't need much. And no mineral fluids. So I think our best bet is just to keep flying around. I might even try... The end wouldn't have anything. Let me try over here. A nice big open area here. I don't actually know if I actually showed this off last episode. I just moved all the animals into their own kind of little barn, because we are going to be setting up like animal automated farming. So across the back here, we're going to have animal separators, which are going to push the animals out into a little box. And when they grow up, they will fall down and then be killed. And hence harvesting them. So we're still finding nothing. So I think my best bet is just to keep running around until I eventually find one, and then we can go ahead and start drilling it. So I'll be back once I found some oil. Okay, I literally went to here and just randomly picked a spot and immediately found oil. So this chunk right here has 11 million millibuckets of oil. That's a lot of oil. So to get started, we're going to have to, of course, make our manual. So let me make our engineer's manual. I don't actually think I have one. So where is it? This is the engineer's decor manual. I need the immersive engineering manual. Where is that at? All right, immersive. And the manual is here. Engineer's manual, perfect. So we want to look at in here as oil processing and look at a pump jack. So let me pause this because it just has everything like that. So required, we need 11 steel scaffolding. We're going to need treated wood. All right, we have to go back and make that villager and see if I can get him to trade me some treated wood. So home, I can turn off my chunks now, F3 and G. So let me make a simple trader. So trade, trader. And what I want to do is make a workbench, I think it is. Workbench from immersive engineering. I believe it's this thing. This needs treated wood. Right, so we actually have to make the coke oven first anyway. Okay, it's not that difficult. I just need this. Like, okay, I don't need that much, but it's whatever. Get a hammer. And pick a location. I'll just build it right here. And then build it up 3. Hit the hammer. And now it's ready. So, all we need to do is grab some coal and put it in. And that's quite literally it. And all we have to do now is get ourselves a bucket, put it in here. Actually, just grab a whole stack of buckets, actually. That'll be better. And just put the buckets in here. And whenever this smelts, it'll make one coal block. And it will make a ton of crude oil. I could make it faster by just putting regular coal in there and not the block. But you'll get way more by leaving it do this. I can't speed this up, unfortunately, because you can't technically reach the center block, because this, even though it's going up right here, it actually doesn't do anything. We can try it. I don't think it does anything. Like 4%, 5%. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So we're gonna have to leave this go for a while until we get one coal, and then we can go ahead and make the workbench and then trade the villager for all of the treated wood that we want. So I'm going to gather all the rest of the materials that we're going to need for this projector thing. Not projector. Actually, yeah, I can't make the projector at all yet. So where's my manual gone? At immersive. Give me out the manual and I'll start gathering out all the other materials that we're going to need. So, 2 steel blocks. Okay, so let me grab some steel. So, 700,000 steel. That's no problem. Just make a stack of that. This has mechanism steel, but I believe it's okay. We need 11 steel scaffolding. So steel scaffolding. Okay, we have enough. I don't think I need that block. So then we need 2 light engineering blocks. So light engineering. So at immersive, we need 2 of these. Actually, I think 11 of these. I might just get the exact amount so I know exactly what I'm building. Then we're going to need pipe. This immersive engineering pipe, fluid pipe. There we go. I need 4 of that. And then I need a 6 treated wood fence. We're waiting on that. 1 redstone engineering block. Okay, so redstone engineering block. Where is that? Be down here somewhere. There it is. Redstone engineering block. We just need 1 of those. Do I need a heavy block? 2 heavy engineering blocks. Okay. So that requires steel plates. So I need to make some of these. Apparently it doesn't work because it's not mechanism steel. So hammer, steel, or it's not immersive engineering steel. It's mechanism steel we have. So like that. And then I think you just surround this with copper. Copper. There we go. Make up as many of those as I can. Use this to make this. What are we out of? Oh, I need to make more steel plates. Okay. Hammer and steel. There we are. Probably need to make another one of these hammers, actually. There we go. Put the steel in here now. Boom. Stack of steel plates. I'll make a few more. All right. Now we can make this sheet metal. Make a bunch of that. And now we can make the heavy engineering block. There we go. Perfect. So we need 2 of these. And I think it was 2 heavy engineering blocks. And now we just need 4 steel sheet metal. I actually just put all that away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 and 4. And all we're left with then is 2 blocks of steel. It doesn't say we have it, but we do have it. So that's pretty much it. How far along has this gotten now? So we are only 26% of the way. Right, that's going to take a long time to process. Okay, well, I guess while we're waiting for that then, we have all the ingredients we need for the pump jack, so I'll just chuck them in here. We can get to work on making the oil refinery, because we need to refine this now once it's made. So we need a small tank, and we need compressed iron. Right, so we need TNT. So TNT, 1 of those should do. And then we're going to grab ourselves a ton of iron. There we go. And I'm actually going to do this in the other, because I don't want to blow up my island. Actually, perfectly, we can do it right here. So, chuck all this out onto the ground. God damn my magnet. Try that again. Chuck all this out into the ground. Put a piece of TNT on top of it. Now we'll just grab a flint and steel. And light it. Now we just step away. Now this will turn all this iron into compressed iron. Perfect. And we did lose about like 60% of it, I believe. So I think does it say in here? We lost 20% of it, not 60. Where did I get 60 from? 20% of our iron. That's perfectly fine because we can eventually get way more of that back. So reinforced stone, just make 2 stacks of that. Turn a stack into bricks. There we go. Now the refinery output, we need to make slabs. So I'll make a stack of slabs. And I believe we need about 4 of these. 1 for each type of fuel. So if we look at crude oil and we put it inside here, you can see we have 4 different ones. We have diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. So that's what we need to work on. So if you only put in 2 of them, you would only get out diesel and LPG. But if you put in all 4, you'll get every one of these. So that's what we want to go for. Wait, how did I get 5? I wanted 4. God damn it. Okay, and then we also need to put it on top of a controller. So we need a tank. And then the controller. There we go. And then we need a way to actually power this. So we need pressurized pipe. We're going to need a couple air compressors. So 4, 5. We'll go with 6 air compressors. We're going to need a load of vortex tubes. Because we're going to have to put vortex tubes on every side of this refinery output. That should be everything we need then. So we can get rid of all that. And now we can head back and figure out a location to set this up. So I think I'll do this over here with this. So I'm going to set this guy up right here. So we'll have the controller right here. We'll put the refinery outputs on top. And then we get vortex tubes. And we have to stack them along here. Now, I don't know if they can be on this one. I don't know if it's just these guys that has to be on. But they're very finicky to put down. You have to be like facing the direction you want it to go on. And make sure the blue side is facing that. And the blue side, I think, faces away from you. And I'm going to need 3 more of these vortex tubes now. So, vortex. What are we missing? Pressurized pipe. Okay, we'll make another stack of that. And I need 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now what we'll do is we'll hook these up like this. And then we'll hook up the air compressors right here. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all the air compressors are going to be hooked up like that. And now we're just going to put some coal in them so they get started. And I don't want to put too much coal in them, so I might put half a stack of coal in each. Just so that it doesn't over pressurize itself. That way it does not explode. Alright, so these things are going to start building up pressure. And as these build up pressure, it will start getting hotter on one side and colder on another. Wait, I have these facing the wrong way. Yeah, the east side is getting colder where this is getting hotter. Which is exactly what we want. Because the hotter it is, the faster it goes. You can see we need at least 100 degrees for this thing to actually work. But now that it's getting so many of these things, which are getting nearly 100 degrees each, it's going to go very, very fast. So I just need to get the rest of the pressurized pipe and hook it up. There we go. So there'll be no reason why these things should not have enough pressure for this thing to get cool enough. And I think as the pressure keeps building, it gets hotter and hotter. Have you produced one yet? You're on 75%. We're almost there. So I guess we just have to wait now until we've made this one creosote oil. So I'll be right back when we have it. Alright, finally, we have got creosote oil. And 5 buckets at that. So that's actually quite a lot. So we just get ourselves some planks and then surround a bucket of creosote oil to make treated planks. And we might actually even have enough in just this alone. So we might not actually have to make the villager, but I think we still should. So, workbench. So we need to look up this guy. We need to make some slabs. Okay. Then we need to make some treated wood sticks, and then we need to make treated wood fence. So what's this thing? Oh, Myrex. So treated wood fence. We're going to now have to make a engineer's crafting table. And now we can make the workbench. And then I believe if we grab our trader, and just put him right here, put this in there and come over here and grab a random villager. I think I press V on them now to pick them up. Yep. You can't shift right click them anymore because they disabled that feature. You're a gunsmith. You're not the one I want. Okay. How do I make a different villager? Is there a way to see villager trading? Actually, I can just do this. Lectern or something that will show me jobs of villagers. Okay, loom will do. So, villager trading, villager professions, there we go. So, we want to look for something that's from immersive engineering. Electrician, machinist, outfitter, weaponsmith, gear, structural engineer, gearsmith. What was the name of the guy we needed? I actually can't remember. Not a gunsmith. It might be this guy here. Structural engineer. Let me make another one of these benches and see if the villager works. So, treated wood slabs. More sticks. Make this bench. Put the bench in there with the villager. Ah, it is you. Okay, so an emerald for 10. That is really good. So I'm going to lock you in with that. And we have pretty much plenty or infinite amount of treated wood now. All right, perfect. So now that we have treated wood, we can actually continue and make this treated wood fence. You know what? I don't need a projector. So let's go to add immersive. We need treated wood fence, just a small bit of it. We need 6 pieces, so we need some more sticks, and then treated wood planks, or not planks, fence. And then we can head here and build this thing now and get it start pumping some oil. So to get started, we are going to need our manual and all the items that we need. So I vaguely remember how, let me see if I can build this up by heart. I used to have a load of these back in, I think, All the Mods 3 Expert when I was streaming it like 2 years ago. So let me see if I can remember this. So I need this guy right here, a heavy block there, 2 light right here, then the treated wood comes up here, like this. I probably already got this wrong. Then the steel sheet metal comes across here and then down like this. I still feel like I've missed something. I think the second one actually goes here. Let's see if I got this correct. I'm already getting an issue. Alright, how close was I? I have these two in the wrong place. It should be like this. Okay, almost correct. Damn, okay. So, we need ourselves a point, and we're going to need an ender tank. I don't believe there's anything being used in a black, all black with colored ender tank. So, let's see. So, tank, let me see. Do I have what color? Do I have black wool? I do not. Let me make some black wool. And then we make, and then ender tank. 2 of these. And I'm going to put this guy right here. And put the point right here. And now he should start, and this is now filling up with crude oil. Perfect. So I'm actually going to chunk load this. So chunk load you, just so you always constantly mining oil. And turn off my chunks now, and got the screenshot. So now we just go home, and then we come back out and go over here. And we just slap this guy right here and pump the oil in. The oil will now get separated out into its different components, and I'm going to speed this guy up because I need the pressure to be built up, because I used to have this up about 300, now it's not. And don't worry, I have security upgrades in here, so if it ever needs to release gas, it will. These have a max pressure of 5, where these have a max pressure of 20. You can see like it's releasing pressure as it builds up, so we're not too bad off. You can see we're up nearly 300 degrees now. So, that might get slightly annoying, so pneumatic craft leaking gas, put that to there. Okay, so what is the one we need? To make napalm, I believe we're going to need to make another thing. Actually, we won't have time to make napalm today. So we'll just grab ourselves the bucket of LPG, which is one of the things we need. So LPG, how much we got? We don't have enough for a bucket just yet. You're out of coal now, so I'm actually going to give you blocks of coal. Because you're pretty much primarily the one I'm going to be like speeding up to build up the pressure. So we're almost at a bucket of that. So let's have a look here. So gasoline, or is it diesel? The ATM Star, full officer's fuel, bucket of napalm. To make this, we're going to have to get a mixer and put gasoline and aluminium dust in here. And this will make napalm. Okay, and the other stuff that we then need is this, which we have, and then LPG. So next episode, we will work on making the napalm and this potassium nitrate block, and maybe this block of coke coal. It's pretty much, you just have to make this pyrolyzer, which shouldn't be actually too difficult. I need Constantine. So Constantine is an alloy, which you can make in here with nickel and copper. Or I probably could make it in... Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do it any other way, unless I was to make copper and nickel dust. Alright, we have a bucket of LPG, and it's up here. So, boom, perfect. And I'm pretty sure LPG is how you make plastic then as well. So if you were to use this in a pneumatic thermo, yeah, you make plastic. So we have everything now, but I am actually going to have to make 3 of each. I still haven't tested in creative if this gets used up. If anyone actually knows if using an ATM Star in a crafting recipe, does it get consumed? because I know for a fact it gets consumed when you use an energizer. So if you know that, let me know, and I will be testing it myself, so we'll see which answers we get. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you all in the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.